And as I reflect on my past 14 years, and I begin to sort of give more portion of my teaching career, which is something for me, I can think of no place where I'd rather be to share my passion and love for the arts, especially my love for music, with some of the brightest and best students from all over this incredible city. All of my students and anyone that knows me personally knows that I might have a slight interest in Star Wars. Some may call it an obsession, but I'm not really here to discuss semantics. I just wanted to warn you, I'll probably try to work in some Star Wars references and remarks today. So I'd like to speak a little bit more, not just about the role that the study of the arts plays in the educational process at Central, but also what it contributes to the human condition, which I think is so important. So much research has been done charting the academic benefits of an arts-rich educational experience, primarily the connection to enhanced academic performance, but I wanted to delve into the less obvious areas, or perhaps the more metaphysical benefits that certainly abound from continued study of the arts. I recently asked some of my students to describe what they felt personally were the benefits from their involvement with the arts during their academic career thus far. One of them mentioned that music is a great means of motivation for any non-musical activity. Listening to music and the affective stimulation it provides helps them to be the best at whatever they are doing, they told me. Another student mentioned that the expressiveness learned through a study of music led them to find ways in which to mirror those expressive qualities and voices in just about anything that they're passionate about, whether it's connected to the arts or not. And one student told me that their study of the arts provided the heightened ability to process emotions due to the fact that they were better prepared to be able to make concrete manifestations out of so many abstract things, which is what we do on a regular basis as musicians and artists. And one final anecdote, and I think this really hit home, was he told me that their experience in the arts at Central, more than anything, provided a community, a family, and a safe space for students to simply belong. And that's so important to find a place where they belong. Reflecting on my students' anecdotes led me to think of my days when I was studying psychology to prepare to become a teacher. My father happened to be a psychology teacher, retired in Township High School in Lancaster County, where I grew up. And he helped me to prepare. I came into teaching a little bit later. I first studied music theory and performance, and then went on to become an apprentice teacher, which means that I was getting certified to become a full-time teacher. So I became what they call the CLEP exams in psychology, general psychology, and human growth and development. And my father helped me prepare for that. I had courses in high school, so he basically gave me his version of courses. And he was one of the absolute best teachers I've had in my entire life. And learned so many things from him. But more importantly, we had so many information conversations about psychology, philosophy, and just about the human condition. And I bring that idea up in general. We both love the work of Abraham Maslow, especially the positivity and the power of self that exudes compared to many of the other schools of psychology and philosophy at the time. Here's where I'll bring in a Star Wars reference. In Star Wars terms, we can describe this juxtaposition using the Force. Maslow focuses on the light side of the Force, like the Prophet Jedi, compared to someone like Floyd, who's a Sith through and through. Hopefully, you know what I'm talking about if you're a Star Wars experience. Sorry, I often terms in terms of Star Wars. But Maslow is probably the best known for the hierarchy of human needs and his interpretation of self-actualization. But what stood out the most to me as I was thinking through this is his theory on peak and plateau experiences. I wanted to focus on peak experiences. These are moments of just absolute profound understanding. They're rapturous in a sense, but most importantly, they're a gateway to personal growth and that idea of self-actualization. From my interpretation, you come out of these types of experiences knowing more about yourself and feeling better toward the world. Again, in Star Wars terms, I am one with the Force, the Force is going to be the road one. But I believe the stimulus for many lives stems from an understanding of the arts in general. Why it's so important to have peak experiences and how the arts contribute, we circle back to the idea of the human condition. Through the arts, we find the ability to code the abstract in a way that touches us and makes us come to terms with our existence and the human need to seek purpose in our lives. Through the arts, we find a way to make these peak experiences more frequent and most importantly, more comprehensive. And when we have purpose, we tend to find the art in everything we do, no matter what it is. And which that in turn nourishes the human condition. While yes, the academic benefits are extremely important to help people self-actualize, thus realizing their full professional potential, it's what the arts do to improve the human condition that I believe makes us realize our metaphysical potential. I believe that this metaphysical potential in balance with our professional potential leads us to a happier existence in general. And that's why the support of the arts that we receive in Central Lake is just so important. We're so grateful for how many people we see come out to concerts, come out to our music theater programs, and just to support the arts in general. So I would just like to thank you for letting me speak briefly this evening. I want you to take a moment to introduce a performance by our Central High School String Quartet. I'm going to perform a piece entitled Jupiter. It's from Gustav Holst's monumental work called Planets. This is an arrangement by our famous pedagogue and composer, Deborah Baker Mundell. But I'd just like to take a quick moment to introduce you to our players. First violin, we have Meredith Daniels. Viola, we have Chiara Fortunato from the class. And on the cello, we have Janet Tom, also from the children's class. And we just all know arts and music department seniors tremendously, and I just want to thank you publicly for everything you've done for the arts in Central during your time. And I'm thrilled that you're all going to continue to play after high school and you're going to come back. Thanks again.